The rich are getting free money and capitalism is broken, says U.S. billionaire.
Here's a summary of the article.
Capitalism and trickle-down economics isn't working anymore, he argued. Those with money will acquire more money, while those without will struggle to better their situation. It's getting to the point where startups don't want more investor money because they don't need any more. Lack of money for pension, healthcare costs will widen the gap. At the same time, pension and healthcare obligations aren't being funded, and it will make wealth inequality worse. Since there isn't enough money to fund these pension and healthcare obligations, there will likely be an ugly battle to determine how much of the gap will be bridged by 1. Cutting benefits, 2. Raising taxes, and 3. Printing money. This will exacerbate the wealth gap battle, he said. At the same time as money is essentially free for those who have money and creditworthiness, it is essentially unavailable to those who don't have money and creditworthiness, which contributes to the rising wealth, opportunity, and political gaps. Dalio said. Because the trickle-down process of having money at the top trickle down to workers and others by improving their earnings and creditworthiness is not working, the system of making capitalism work well for most people is broken, Dalio concluded. Make your money work with Yahoo Finance's daily newsletter.
This post received a score of 59,503, with an upvote ratio of 82%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Imagine having billions of dollars. Fucking crazy. A million seconds ago was 11 days ago. A billion seconds ago was 1988.
I love examples like this. Some people don't seem to realize just how much a fucking billion is.
Saw this somewhere else on Reddit, but I'm gonna steal it. If you made $5,000 every day from the time Columbus discovered America to the time that you're reading this now, you still wouldn't be a billionaire.
My favorite from recently was if you made $100,000 a day starting at OAD until the present day, you still wouldn't have as much money as Jeff Bezos. For added wow factor, you'd still have 1,071 years to go. Edit, to all the people talking about investing, or inflation, etc. Please understand this was just an example to put into perspective how much money $112.8 billion is. This was not an attempt at financial advice for immortal time travelers.
Just did the math, you could make $54 million a year every year since OAD, and you'd still be just short of Bezos. Just unreal to think about.
I mean, it's just an unspoken agreement from all the rest of us that lets him have that insane level of power. John Malone owns more land for himself than the entire fucking state of Connecticut now. They're all starting their own fucking personal ballistic missile programs under the guise of private space travel. Money has never been spread around this unequally.
You know, I thought the space travel kick they are all on was benign till I read your comment. Thanks Reddit stranger, my world just got a little darker.
Why do you think the US spent all that money on the space program? Rockets powerful and reliable enough to get a payload into orbit can deliver that payload anywhere in the world in less than 30 minutes.
It just didn't occur to me till you mentioned it. I was already worried about the eventual automated drone armies they are building. Now I know even if we fight those off, they'll just nuke us.
When the apocalypse comes, please don't eat me, I was a good billionaire.
Don't worry, the billionaires are already preparing for the apocalypse. If money has no more value, how do I retain my power?
By making them dependent on you for basic necessities, of course, like food and shelter. Kind of dumb for a billionaire.
How do you keep the food and shelter from the people you've given guns to? Maybe you can rig up something with a safe that only you know the code to, but then your mutinous security force might try to coerce the password out of you, which seems like a bad scenario for you. Maybe you can have a bunch of hidden caches, and when they rebel you tell them about the failsafe cache filled with poisoned food? I dunno, seems like a hard problem. And maybe a fun writing prompt.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.